shit. That's Maddie from Sweden. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live on YouTube. Just going to get this going properly. We're trying to be live on YouTube. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Tim's
coming.
Oh shit, he's done it.
It's gonna be slow probably. But it's fine.
Live on YouTube.
We're everywhere.
Oh, nice one. That's good. Alright, so we'll get on YouTube if you're not already.
Yeah.
Say that on, dickhead. Oh shit.
Do it. I'm gonna see if I can mute this.
Yeah, do I need to do anything with this phone? Because then I can't get any tweets. Just leave it.
But we can always sit on and look at them afterwards. But it's up to you.
Should we leave it for a little bit and then we'll probably have a little break halfway through, won't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna aeroplane mode. Have you aeroplaned your phone?
Done.
Okay. So, YouTube. Get out. There it is. Alright, hello the world. On a slight delay, so that's a little bit weird, because now I can see what happened just a couple of seconds ago. Only.
Yeah, I'll be good.
So I might give myself a warning. Look out! I'm alright. What are we just having a little chat? What have you got? You usually got something good.
Was Eddie the dad of Ray's child? Okay, tweets all over the place now. We're just going for it then. Let's do it. Here we go. Recording. We're all over the place. We're international.
You look like you're sat in some sort of like Starship Enterprise. You've got like iPads one side, keyboards another. We're doing it all wireless.
We've got one computer recording us, one streaming us on YouTube, one putting us on Periscope. Got people talking to us everywhere.
The world is watching.
The world is
How'd you
watching. This is cool.
It's a bit cool. I'm a little bit. I don't get nervous as a rule.
No.
A little bit.
Bit different.
It's a little bit different. I feel like I need the toilet and I should have gone probably 5 minutes ago. I feel like I fucked it already. And there you go, I've effed already on YouTube.
You can sneak
That
out
much.
at some point.
I might go.
At some point, Jay's gonna. If he ever gets here, like of all the days when we've said we never have start times.
No,
For this.
we said 7
We
o'clock.
said
this time,
7.
didn't
We're
we?
actually gonna start recording. He's not
So
even
we have.
here. So we started.
And we weren't going to wait this time. We were like,
Wait.
we're always hanging on.
Yeah.
And we've got to do this every time. It's
We
getting a
couldn't,
bit
we couldn't
silly.
wait this time though.
No. Oh, hang on.
Sorry, my boys.
Where have you been? We're on YouTube here.
I know,
Periscope.
I know, I was dead nervous though. I needed to make sure I looked good. So I had it waxed.
Your eyebrows look fine.
It wasn't my eyebrows.
Christ.
Oh,
there
dear.
you go.
Okay,
Right. Hold on.
so we're getting into it.
I shall
We're already
take
on it.
that.
We're up there. That's the YouTube.
That's the YouTube.
Probably the
Right,
kids
YouTube.
love that.
That's,
And that's the
Periscope.
Periscope over there, which is great. So, Tim, are you gonna? Do we introduce ourselves? I feel like we should.
Yes,
Well,
we do.
the podcast stopped recording for a second. We can clip that in, but I'm just getting the details of the
Deets.
stuff.
We need the deets
The
up.
deets, that's what they call it in the biz. The deets.
So we've got
Yeah.
in the pod game.
Pod game, yeah. The PG.
This ain't no
PD.
PG.
This ain't no PG. Rated R. And are we ready?
I feel like all that was gold, to be
It
honest.
was.
Is that done on YouTube?
Well, it's,
You know,
it's all over the
Thing
place.
is, if they're watching us right now, they
They
get
get-
this gold.
That little extra.
This is like unseen, behind the scenes stuff.
Are we going to carry on?
No,
No,
come on, let's do
we're-
it because we do actually have to
Yes.
do the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
let's
the
go.
thing.
But it's a little bonus.
Right.
Don't
I'll,
bother.
I'll do the intro. Should we go? I'll go around then do the media stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You ready for this Periscope on YouTube? It's gonna get exciting. This is the real thing now. Drink it in, man.
Take a look.
This is it. Episode 11 of the Triple Threat Club podcast. Who am I gonna go for first?
I'm scared.
That's Adam.
Over there, Jay.
That's Tim.
That's Tim. That's me.
Tim.
It's an exciting time, yo.
Hey, JT. Hey, JT.
So not only right now can you, as always, follow us on YouTube, 3 Threat Club, Twitter, 3 Threat Club, Facebook, Triple Threat Club, Instagram, Triple Threat Club Podcast. Not only that, but now you can follow us, you can watch us live on YouTube, which
Done
we're
it.
doing right now as we
YouTube.
speak,
We said we'd do it.
and on Periscope through Twitter.
We say what we do.
Yeah.
We do what we say.
There you go. Is that a song?
That
it
was a
is.
CM Punk quote from
Oh,
ages
was
ago,
it? Okay.
which
nice.
I use in every job interview possible.
Oh god.
Even
I say
the
the
jobs you
thing
don't
about
want.
me is right. I do what I say and I say what I do.
And people
I do
go,
love it.
right, people are just crossing your fucking name out. You keep getting jobs though, to be fair.
I do keep
You also
getting
you also keep leaving jobs. What's that about?
This is my job now. Wrestling,
This,
podcasting.
yeah.
This is my job.
This is it now.
This is my
So-
passion.
So the focus of today is going to be No Mercy because it's happening on Sunday. So we're going to do a bit of a prediction show, go match by match like we do traditionally.
First,
But we've got a bit of an admission here, haven't we?
What's the admission?
Teacher's not going to be happy. A couple of us haven't done our homework.
Right.
naughty.
No,
Very
and-
naughty. Now,
And I feel
I'm-
like why are you being
I'm star pupil here.
an asshole?
I did my homework. However, you two didn't. So,
No, right. I didn't do it because I knew we were doing all this other YouTube stuff and Periscope stuff, and that's where my head's been.
It's-
Okay,
it's
it is not
distracting.
easy putting yourself out there in front of the fucking world. So I haven't done my homework, and I am a bit disappointed because I was quite pleased with who I got for it. So I do feel like I've let
You're too busy
you've
waxing
let
your
yourself
balls.
down.
I have because I've been doing really well. Not picking myself up. I've really enjoyed what my work in the last few podcasts,
Yeah, it has been the
and I
best.
feel like I fucked it now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, I don't think people are clear on this rule with go homework.
Well, it's never happened before.
It's never happened before. This is a first. This is a first.
Already?
It's like when they get a tiebreaker on X Factor or something like that.
What I should do first, just for anybody watching on Periscope or YouTube over there who doesn't know what this game is that we're playing, it's called Go Homework. And basically we pick a bunch of names out from Ball of Doom and like names of wrestlers, and we create a feud for them and we set up matches for them. And this week,
Sometimes they're super serious. Sometimes they're super not serious.
and sometimes they don't even happen. Right? We need to, yeah.
So yeah, so we always do it. It's really good. We all enjoy doing it. We are thinking of changing this game to something else, which will probably happen on episode 12. But this time, just to give it a really big send off,
We're gonna
we have
fail.
fucking done it.
So Jay's done it. Jay's still
Yeah,
hasn't
do
done
it.
it.
So, do I give you your detention first, or do I do my
I
homework
think
first?
you should probably do yours, and then you can decide what we need to do because we haven't done it. How about
Okay,
that?
so I
Well-
was a good boy.
You should also be conscious though that just because we're not doing it, your allotted time slot is still
Yeah, you don't
what
get
it
three
is.
people's time.
No,
So,
I'm actually going to set a timer for myself for this.
and Periscope and YouTube watching now, so
So a 5-minute time limit. So
5 fucking minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh shit.
So
This better be good. I
this
hope you've
is
got some
including the
really big.
explanation.
I hope
This is
you've got some
including the
really big
explanation
names
as
for
well.
this.
Well, the big names starting. So the big names I picked out were Cesaro, the
Swiss
King of
Sup-
Swing,
the
the
Swiss
Swiss
Superman.
Superman,
Nice.
and I got this man right here, Triple Threat Club's own Adam Hughes,
Wow.
the King of Jazz,
That's been known.
the King of Swinging,
Yeah. The master of the jazzifier.
Master of the Jazzifier, the most jazzifying man in sports entertainment. So I entered engineer a feud or an angle with you and Cesaro. Now,
I did say, I think maybe the same episode that you got this, I wasn't his biggest fan. Have you used this in the feud in any way, or
see, I was going to, because
Would've
there's
been
natural
easier.
beef between you
there
and
is? We
Cesaro.
don't get on.
However, I was inspired by the current feud, which is now a tag team between Cesaro and Sheamus.
Okay.
They couldn't stand each other, but now they're best buds. So continuing on with that, Mick Foley's still trying to get them along and get them on that road to that tag team title.
Yeah.
They're still struggling, so they need someone else. They need an interpreter. They need someone.
an interpreter.
Interpreter.
Well, one's Swiss, one's Irish.
I am
Both speak
I
English.
am half Irish as well.
So they need someone who's gonna, who's gonna
Yeah.
balance things out for them, and
A mediator kind
a
of
mediator. Yeah. So enter the Triple Threat Club's own Adam Hughes.
role. I can do that.
He's there. So you start traveling the road with him.
Oh, okay.
Start traveling the road with him. And there's little backstage vignettes. And you talk to Sheamus about Irish stuff, and
Yeah.
talking about back in the day at the Blarney Stone and all that kind of
I'm
stuff.
half Irish. I can do this.
And then, we see you backstage with Sarah going, "I love the Swiss Army knife. It's brilliant."
It's so helpful. It's so useful for so many things.
And, you're talking about, when I did history, you lot stood right in the middle. You were neutral, you lot. You didn't, in a way, I respect that.
History.
You did. So, there's a bit of resistance first, you don't quite like it, but through your wonderful skills, you bond with them both. And you help them bond as well.
That's nice. That's a nice little, yeah.
And you become your own triple threat club.
Oh, nice. Don't need you idiots anymore.
I know. We're not happy about this.
Oh, shit.
We are not happy about this. So,
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be.
So, we confront you about this.
Okay.
And you get Cesaro and Sheamus to blindside us.
They are a couple of big lads as well.
They are as well.
I feel like they could sort you out.
I mean, we're a couple of big lads too, and we can handle ourselves, clearly.
Lads.
Lads, yeah. 1-0 in fights in my life. Undefeated streak. True story.
Yeah.
I was 15. Ryan battered him. Anyway, so
No, but the really important question is that did he?
Ryan was 6 and walked with a limp.
okay, this is eating into my feud time here.
Okay, sorry,
so,
go on.
So we'll leave that we'll leave that feud for next week.
Yeah.
So, we need some muscle of our own.
Well, I feel like no, go on. I can't even pretend I've got anyone.
So we find an English lad.
Uh-oh.
We find Bad News Barrett.
Bringing him back.
Bringing him back.
Okay.
Because he's not happy. He was never happy about leaving the League of Nations.
No. He's from around here as well.
I don't think he would have been happy in being in that faction, really. But
So he helps leaving the score for us. 3 versus 3. We've got a League of Nations, which is Adam.
Right.
Cesaro and Sheamus. This is the League of Gentlemen.
Oh, I like it.
Tim, me, Bad News Barrett.
The gentleman's gimmick would be good as well.
Yes. And it's an epic war.
I reckon it would
Epic
be.
war. I'd like to think we do it in some sort of compound.
compound.
It would be
Compound.
very
Compound or a tea room. I think could be a
Tea room brawl.
A tea room brawl, yes.
Yeah,
A tea room brawl.
Tea room
Tea room brawl. And there we go. It's an epic battle.
I
The end
really
of
like
it,
that.
we're all mates.
And we all just go out and
We all go and have an afternoon tea somewhere, and it's brilliant. We have jam, scones,
Oh, you
I'd
Clotted
probably
cream.
prefer scones myself.
and then that's where we fall out again.
That is pretty
So
good.
that's my feud.
I
And
like that.
bang, 30 seconds to spare.
I
4.5
really like it.
minutes,
Got it
and I
done.
even.
And that is quite possibly the last ever go homework anyone's ever
Yes,
done here.
because you two were very, very naughty, and
Didn't do
you've
it.
not done your homework.
No,
So
feel
I
bad.
therefore have to give you detention. So I know you put your phones in airplane mode, but
Yeah.
you can grab them out for me now, please.
Oh, shit. Okay, phone
I'll
out.
take them off airplane mode. So
Yeah.
Adam, in your fuse, you got Chris Jericho.
I got Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho and Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Okay, so I'd like you to bring up Twitter.
Do I have to be myself or can I be the triple threat?
No, you yourself on this, I'm afraid.
Fuck. Okay, right.
Timothy, you got Sasha Banks and Finn Balor. So I'd like you to bring both them up because you're about to tweet these two
So
people.
what do I need? Am I tweeting them the same tweet?
At the same time, yes.
Right, I'm not brilliant on Twitter, but I will do this. So this is real. I'm doing it.
This is live. This is
what's
happening right now.
happening? So
If
so I
you
need-
follow us on Twitter at 3 Threat Club,
at Chris Jericho, I've got him right, and it's Wyatt.
yes. Tim, have you got yours up?
Oh
It
shit! I
is
don't think I
indeed.
follow. I don't follow Bray Wyatt. Oh yeah, I do. There you go. Got him.
Now.
Yeah, got him.
Okay. So I'd like you to tweet them both saying I've been a naughty boy.
I've been a
I've been a naughty. Oh god.
Hashtag detention.
Hashtag detention.
Okay, and if you could tweet that to them both. that'd
Am
be
I having any
fantastic.
kind of like drink it in sort of? You don't want me to put any references to
No.
them. You just want it simple.
Simple, I've been a naughty boy.
Hashtag detention. Okay, there you go. Tweet.
Okay, so there we go. That's your detention.
Oh, that's actually on my Twitter feed though.
Exactly. No deleting it either. That's got to stay up there.
Okay, so.
I'm nearly there. I'm behind. I've been.
So
Right, there you go,
that's
put
your
that.
punishment.
Right.
That's what happens when you don't do your homework.
Right,
what?
so
I'm taking an additional hit here because I feel bad about this. I'm saying I've been a naughty girl.
So,
Okay,
we're saying
so-
that's the last one for the time being of Go Homework.
Yes.
We are going to debut a brand new game next week.
It hasn't got a catchy name yet.
No, it hasn't.
But basically,
Go on.
what
Have we
it
decided
is-
this? I didn't know we'd actually
we
decided.
decided
I don't know if we've ironed out
something
the
we did
details.
privately last year. Oh god, that sounds awful. Something we did privately last year is we tried to book the WrestleMania card from Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that with you guys.
So you're looking at a good 6 months in advance there.
Yeah. So we're going to book. It's obvious there's going to be a Universal match. There's going to be a World title match.
World title.
So each time we're going to pick one of those matches and think what's going to happen to
Yeah.
WrestleMania. So a little bit of fantasy booking.
We're going to keep a
And
running tally of
We're
this.
going to keep a running tally, and then we're going to see how it actually matches to WrestleMania. So this is pretty epic. This is
This is a marathon, not a sprint now. This
But
is a big
this-
deal.
But this is the time of the year that thoughts do turn to mania.
So yeah, and we'll do something where the winner maybe gets something if whoever gets the most points overall at the end, and super forfeit for the two.
And we
Losers.
want you guys to
Yeah, chip in, get involved with it.
if you get closer than us, then maybe you'll get the prize.
Ooh la la.
I didn't agree to this. It's coming out of his pocket. I'm not.
Okay.
Okay. Tim, have you tweeted this or what?
Yeah, I've done it.
All right, cool.
Right. So
What do you want to talk
Tim,
about?
could you before we start, could you do a couple of social media shout outs?
Yeah, we can do some shout outs.
Yes, we said we would on Periscope on the pre-show.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're that big, we have a pre-show now.
Yeah, so the two main peeps. Actually, I'm gonna have a wander over.
Oh shit.
We've got so many people following us on Periscope right now. So Madeline has been following us since we started recording this. So hey Madeline,
Madeline.
our number
Sweet,
one
sweet.
Swedish fan. And we've also got Aisha, and I'm not comfortable saying your Twitter handle, Aisha.
Naughty.
I mean, I understand what that word means, and it's not offensive in any way, but I'm just no.
Aisha,
I
Madeline.
refuse to say it.
Madeline, thank you very much for
Yeah,
being
spread
a fan.
the word and
very
pass
much
it
for
on.
joining the club.
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward. 3 sweet.
Oh god, he's
Um,
Well,
Point it out.
also, Craig, who we spoke to the other day, has retweeted us. He's a nice person.
Thank you, Craig.
I don't know if he's watching.
knows
right
his
now,
wrestling
but-
as well, Craig. We had some
does,
good
yeah.
chats with him about wrestling and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
So if you are following us on, you are watching us on Periscope right now. If you tweet at 3 Threat Club on Twitter a question, and later on in the podcast we'll be
Whoa,
answering
whoa.
questions.
Right,
right. So
Anything
What do you want to
wrestling
talk about?
related?
let's get on with it. Come
Should we
on.
talk- Should we talk about wrestling?
let's just go straight for No Mercy.
Straight for No Mercy? Is there nothing outside of wrestling that's happening that we want to talk about? Are
No.
you sure?
Yeah.
Are you
Why?
sure there was an announcement today?
It was a nice announcement. Should we pass on our muzzle tops?
That's the pitter patter of a little feet you're hearing. There is going to be
Yes.
a Brian
yes.
Bella.
Yes. Brie Bella's having a kid. Well done.
Well done, mate. Well done.
I like Brie Bella. I think she's a nice person in general. I like Daniel Bryan. Good luck to you both.
Yeah, happy for him. Happy for him. Also, very good timing with the Total Bellas debuting. Not suggesting anything there.
You say a bit convenient.
Well,
Did anyone watch Total Bellas?
I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it.
I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks. I feel like
And try and binge watch it.
Binge a little bit.
Binge,
Yeah.
binge on the Bellas.
Binge on Bellas, yes.
Nice one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well
So a
done.
bit of nice wrestling news.
Yeah.
Should we talk about No Mercy then? No
Yeah,
Mercy is this
Mercy.
Sunday. We've all had the email from from Vince. He's
From Vinny.
keeps emailing us. We're gonna watch
He's in
it.
the office late, isn't he?
Chill out.
He's watching
No, it's
right now.
early
look.
'cause he's behind us.
It's early. Oh, it's his
Look.
age. Please just like
Vince is watching on YouTube now.
Is it? Hey, Vinny.
Hi, Vince.
Sweet.
No Mercy is coming. Obviously, it's only
No
been 2
Mercy.
weeks since the last pay-per-view, which was the Raw one. This is the thing we've got to do
Yeah,
now.
every now.
For a little while, we're doing every 2 weeks.
Back to back.
How do you feel about that, first of all?
It's training.
Bit draining.
It's a bit training. There's a
Tim
lot of
can't.
it
Tim
to
can't
do.
get Mondays off, so we're all a bit.
He has not missed the Monday night.
No.
No.
We are though.
We are.
We are. 3 sweet.
Oh, shit.
Can't fucking wait, mate.
So should we just go
Tim's
back?
fucking fuming.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna get removed from the Triple Threat Club. Oh my
We'll
gosh!
get Cesaro, it's fine.
To We're going to go match by match.
Let's go through the matches.
Well, it's a little bit of a preview, bit of a prediction. We'll reference back to Raw if anything relevant happened there, like in the build-up.
It's debatable whether anything relevant happened in Raw, but
I like some Raw. Not for No Mercy though.
No.
right. So yeah, so No Mercy. So
It's an interesting place to start here, actually.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are that aware of it, but Kurt Hawkins versus To Be Confirmed is
They're pushing the shit out of his
making its
vignettes,
rounds.
aren't they?
He sounds awful, man.
To be confirmed.
Yeah. He said officially that he's going to.
He's going to wrestle. He's going to be there.
Well, I don't know. He said he's going to be in the ring for the first time at No Mercy. I don't know what that means.
They're
Really.
just going to put him against
Zack
Sin
Ryder?
Cara or
if
somebody.
they actually give him a
Zack
match.
Ryder seems like the obvious one because
Yeah.
they were edge heads back in the day.
Yeah. Maybe
I
something
just
like that.
I'm just not buying this Kurt Hawkins thing at all. I just
Shit.
it harks back to a bad era for me.
He's trying to be funny, but it's not. So it takes a long time to get that kind of angle over. And it's just, I'm not bothered. There are enough
Do you
funny
think that'll be on
things
the
about
pre-show or do you think it'll be on the main show?
If it's no, it has to be main show. The way that they're pushing him so well, all the
I feel
promotion
like
side.
they'll use Kurt Hawkins to, as the piss break between big matches, between say maybe the Dolph
Oh, maybe.
Miz and the
Yeah,
main event.
probably.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll just be out there to calm everyone down and bore everyone.
So you reckon maybe Zack Ryder?
Yeah, is that Ryder?
I think it'll be.
Too big.
I think it'll be somebody like that.
Yeah.
Who's Apollo Crews? What's he doing?
Well,
Okay.
there are a few notable absentees, but
Someone
Okay, who
like
are
that.
they? So let's speculate. Who are the notable absentees?
well, no, I think Apollo Crews is actually the only relevant one. But I don't know because it needs to be a squash match. I think so. I don't think Ryder suits because, like you said, there's already that connection there. So he's a worthy feud in the future.
One of the luchas.
Something like that would make more sense. Yeah.
A pointless match that nobody cares about.
Pointless match. So next, Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. That's pretty
Main,
Pre-show,
main event of the
please.
pre-show. That main event.
Yeah, pre-show.
Baron Corbin is the king of the pre-show.
He is.
He's main evented everyone. I feel.
Yes.
But Jack Swagger.
I'm not interested. You know what I did? Like when he turned up, when he just appeared, and he was in his street clothes and he had his cap on. I thought, oh, okay, he looks quite cool. He might be changing him a little bit. Then he just did We the People again. It's the set. They haven't done anything with him. It's just the same, pointless.
Yeah.
I feel like he never would have jumped up and done anything, but they could have made a
No,
little bit of an
I
effort to
feel-
repackage, and they really haven't.
And I feel like if anything, this feud damaging Baron Corbin. I feel like WWE have quite a lot of faith in Baron Corbin.
They need to start showing it then, because at the minute, I don't know what they're doing.
Well, they're just making him dominate people, and I think he will end up dominating Jack Swagger.
I reckon
But
it'll a
you,
bit of a.
you need to start throwing him in bigger matches. Baron Corbin,
No,
I feel.
I honestly, I think we need to start looking at people who come up from NXT in a bit of a different way. Because I think it's almost like it's the start of their career at that point. Some of them who've had other experience, fine, can go on and be straight up to the main event. But someone like Baron Corbin's got no experience. So the idea that he'd even be in the main event within the next 18 months is stupid, if you ask me. He needs more experience, so he needs to stay exactly where he is.
Is this him earning his stripes?
Yeah.
Well, he's
But
not been in the main
also-
event for at least, I reckon, 3 years at least.
Well,
he's
I
not going to
would've
get anywhere
thought-
near it.
Unless he considerably changes what he's capable of doing, because he's not really that good yet. He's got the
I
potential
do like
for
his
it.
finisher.
Well, he's got
I feel that looks
obviously he's
beautiful,
got
his finisher.
elements that are potentially good because he wouldn't be there otherwise.
They could do a lot with him. The fact that they haven't got that many good heels either, and he's just going to be a heel for his whole life.
Oh yeah,
a
because he's just
dickhead.
naturally dick, isn't he?
Because he can't.
He's just himself.
It was just. I mentioned this last time as well. The only time that he was a bit of a face was when he won the Andre the Giant match and stood in front of the trophy with his arms folded with a smile on his face. It looked stupid.
Yeah,
So,
can't do it. Who do you think is going to win that? You think Baron?
Corbin, yeah.
who do you think?
End of days.
Baron. Yeah,
Done.
Corbin.
Okay.
I'll say Corbin.
Yeah,
Corbin to win.
I think Corbin right across. What should we go for next? Carmella versus Nikki Bella.
I'm glad that's on there
Yeah.
because the feud's been pretty good. Carmella's come out, turned heel, absolutely smashed her every week by the looks of it.
I think it'll be a fairly decent.
It'll be fine.
I'm liking the feud.
I'm liking the feud. Yeah, I think
quite like it.
you know that all the girls in SmackDown have done well with what they've been given. I think they've all kind of revelled in that limelight a little bit, and yeah, I think it'll be good. I think they'll do a decent enough job. It's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be mind blowing.
I think that's the point. It won't be a technically perfect match.
No.
Well, it's going to be a scrap, innit? Really, I think that's the whole point of what they've been trying to
That's what it fits.
do with it. So yeah,
I feel like Carmella's going over. I feel like
you reckon?
Bella doesn't need a win.
I don't think Bella does need the win. I think they'll give it her. Anyway,
No, I don't think so. I think
I
Carmella
think-
needs to win a lot more.
I think Carmella's in, as much as our attitude towards these two people might be different, I think.
Lots of hearts going on Periscope, by the way.
Hmm.
I'm doing the heart sign back. The Gareth Bale part.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Timothy.
As much as our attitude towards these two people might be a bit different, I think Carmella's in the same position as Baron Corbin, in that she's got a long way to go. She's in a great position with Nikki Bella right now, like an opportunity to lift her up. But more importantly, I've forgotten the name. Rhea gets a baby before the Bella show starts. Nikki needs a win.
I didn't think of it from that angle. That's a very good point.
so what are you saying?
I want Carmella to win because I think she's awesome and she's going to be great, but she doesn't need to win this right now. I think Nikki probably needs to. I'm saying Nikki.
There you go.
Are you changing yours?
No, I'm gonna
Stick with it.
stick with it. Just be different.
What do you reckon, Adam?
I'll say Nick.
Right, I'm making a note of that. Can't spell. What should we go for next? Tag Team Championships. Slater and Rhino versus the Usos.
I'm loving the Usos.
Agree.
I'm loving the Usos as heels. It's like when we all want John Cena to turn heel at some point.
I
It's
don't
like-
know.
No, I
And
don't.
the
I'm not
Usos were. Yeah, maybe we're past that point. We've seen it now, but the Usos were the John Cena of the tag division.
Yeah,
And
were
they
for the
turned
kicks,
heel
weren't
and just so good. So good. They're just naturals at it, and it's just really great to see that they could just make that switch like that. And they're clearly having more fun.
Yeah.
I've said this a couple of times in the podcast. You can tell when someone's just having fun.
Yeah.
doing
I always
what
think
they're
that-
doing, they're loving what they're doing.
I think that myself anyway. Like when I finally, have my debut on Raw or SmackDown. It's more fun being a bad guy than it is being a good guy, and it's sure.
Yeah.
You can say what you want, you can just do whatever you want, and it's just like you see all the heels. When they're doing it well, you can tell they're having an absolute ball doing it. All the best ones are loving it. I agree with I like the Usos, but like we said, I think we said it on the last one or maybe the one before. I don't give a shit about Rhino or Heath Slater anymore.
No, I don't.
Don't give a shit.
It's
No, that's-
done.
They
No,
got
that
the
story's
they got
done.
the belt.
They shouldn't have won.
Why did they win?
I
I'm
know.
not arsed now.
The only way I give a shit is if there's a feud between Slater and Rhino for his wife. That'd be quite comedy value, I feel.
I don't know about the stipulation. I mean, yeah, I'd be into that
His
stipulation.
wife on a pole.
But I don't know if they go
What's
that
his
way.
wife called again? Is it Randy or something?
Bueller or something.
Bueller, that's it. Bueller. White trash name.
It would make sense for them to have a bit of a feud. But then, once that's done,
They're done.
you can get rid of both of them.
Yeah,
Well,
point.
I think
I think they fucked it. I think, like we said, when Ross kissed Rachel, that was it for a bit, really.
Jump the shark, haven't they?
That was it.
John Sharp.
Jump the shark. There you go.
Yeah, I think as well because we know, if you've got any inside information about wrestling or any passing interest in inside, there's loads of love going on Periscope. We all know Rhino's petition to be governor, and
He's doing pretty well with
he's
it.
doing well. So we all know he's on his way out pretty soon. So this is just a temporary thing.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win then? I think they'll probably give it the Usos,
They will. Whether it'll be right now or it depends on Rhino's timescale. I feel like if Rhino needs to be out in a couple of weeks, then they'll give it to Uso straight off. And I think, considering how well the Usos have been doing, they deserve it.
I think it's pretty plainly that, really.
And
I
then
don't-
I feel like there's a built-in feud with American Alpha, which can get quite meaty. You know, two young kind of tag teams getting quite physical and
Yeah, because they've already been feuding a bit, haven't they? And
yeah, exactly.
they
So I
injured
feel
him,
like exactly. So I feel like there's a natural kind of progression there. But yeah, I think it just depends on timing from Rhino personally.
what do you think?
I think Usos will win because there's no point in Heath Slater and Rhino anymore.
No,
Yeah, I
uh,
think so too. I
simple as that.
I'm gonna go for Usos.
Right, that's our prediction.
Oh, we're all being a bit similar here, aren't we?
I don't know. Someone needs to be controversial,
Go.
Tim.
We might be. It's more about the conversation here, though, isn't it? Because
It's all about the conversation.
there are some podcasts that are just like, oh, that match is going to happen, so that's obviously the winner. Let's go move on to the next match. But no, it's about the conversation as much as the prediction.
It's not about the destination; it's the journey.
Oof. Put on a fucking t-shirt.
Put in a meme.
Meme it.
Meme it.
What match should we go for next? This is going in pretty good order, actually. So let's carry on. The Intercontinental Championship title versus Korea. The
I'm
Miz-
hyped for
The
this.
only match I actually give a shit about on the whole card.
I
How
actually-
about that? Never thought I'd say that about these two individuals in my life.
The Miz and Dolphin Ziggler.
There's part of me that wants this go on last.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think that would really add to the gravitas of
I'd be
it.
so either way. So then, whatever happens, whatever result, what an ending to the pay-per-view that'd be.
Yeah,
Very good call.
I really
I
want that
agree
to
with
go
you.
on last. It'd be a ballsy move from a dude, but I
They
think
will.
there's.
And they won't do it.
They
They
won't do
never do
it
it,
because
but
of the WWE.
that'd
But
be
If
great.
you watch it on YouTube,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
Vinny,
an idea.
put it on last. Put it on last.
Mix it up. Little bit.
hashtag put it on last. You know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm well hyped for this.
It's so they've done
It's such
so
a great
good, haven't
build.
they? It's been brilliant how they've done it. It really is.
I really love the mockumentary.
You saw it was really good. I liked the video. The video was brilliant when it was just like I knew what was going to come out of it and it was going to be him, but the way they did it, it was so good.
Yeah.
Just completely shitting on the last 12 years of his life.
It's bad, isn't it?
It was so good though.
When you put it in that kind of
And credit
place,
to Dolph Ziggler because he probably was loving it as well, and he obviously said,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
maybe.
just go for it. This will be
Yeah,
awesome."
He's taken that on the chin.
Of course he
yeah,
has.
you know, he's part of the rib there. You know.
It's so good.
I feel really bad for him right now if he's actually planning a bit of time away from wrestling.
Do you think
Well,
he is? The rumours
There's
are out there.
rumours.
I think they're playing an absolute blinder when they've started these rumours.
Yeah, I think that too. I think it's a
Maybe.
bit too convenient. That his contract's up in October.
Yeah.
Well, it's always going to happen. isn't it?
Backstage role, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. He's fucking winning the belt.
Yeah, but it's still the IC belt, and we've seen the Miz with the IC
But
belt
I don't. It's
before.
no.
Sorry, we've
it's,
seen Ziggler with the
We
belt
have.
before.
but this is massive. If he wins this,
It's like, oh yeah, we saw it coming.
he's gonna. No, I'm gonna be. I will. I might cry. I don't know. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be.
It's going to be emotional either
It's
way.
going to
There's
be
going
as
to be tears.
close to his cash in as he's ever going to get again. This is it.
The crowd are going to be so hyped.
It's
for it
going to be
as well.
so good.
Honestly, the crowd reaction is going to be mental.
He's
But
played a blinder. Miz has played an absolute blinder.
I know. Who thought 6 months ago we'd be praising the Miz
We
as much
hated
as we are now?
Both of these two guys.
It's all about the long game, though. I'm sure we say this quite a
Yeah.
lot. If you give people the time
Yeah.
and you let a storyline run, then it ends up being great because you buy into it eventually, even if it's shit.
So, which leads me to think
Go on.
Miz is winning. I'm just going to put it out there. I think there's more money in the longer story of Miz being Intercontinental Champion. I think there's more to get out of Miz bragging about the fact that he retired Dolph Ziggler. They can think. I know that they've been very specific and like, oh no going to Raw, no going to NXT, no showing up,
They
no
have.
be,
I like how they've done that though.
But
Yeah.
there's still a million creative ways they can get around that eventually. And do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? They could probably send Dolph on for 3-4 weeks.
What about
No, he's
Dan-
already said he's not going to
Daniel
do that.
Bryan's had a kid, bit of pat leave. He's out of the game for a little bit. General manager comes in. Show off.
There's a million creative ways to get
Yeah,
around that.
But I think that was the point that you just said. Ziggler very specifically said on SmackDown that's not the case.
It's it
If he
for him.
loses, he's gone. It might
And
not
that's
be
why
forever.
it's extra good. And that's why he's going to win.
He might be gone for it. He might be gone for a bit. They might be giving him the time. I think he might have having some nagging injuries that we don't
He might have
know
a
about.
movie to do.
That's very true. They do love their movies.
He could easily be off
Do
doing that.
love their movies.
He does comedy store kind of stuff as well. He might be off doing a bit. We don't know.
I liked how they digged about his jokes on that as well.
Yeah, it's good. Just bringing the Spirit Squad out as well.
But, yeah,
It's gold.
Miz is winning. Miz is winning. It's a prediction.
This is really hard to call.
That's why we're here.
I really do.
Who do you want to win?
I don't give a shit. I
Controversial.
I knew he'd do this. I knew it.
Okay. What I actually want, I think I agree with you, Jay, that it makes sense more for the storyline that Miz carries on and there's that separation and Ziggler goes. Because if Ziggler does go away, there's always a possibility in a year, a couple of years' time, he'll come back and it'll be something fresh and it'll fit and do something different.
You have to go away so people miss you.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Because if Ziggler does win, then I just don't see it being any different to any other intercontinental
It'll be a
reign.
great short-term pop. But
The thing is, it's Heath Slater and Rhino again.
That's what I mean.
That's
but
what it is, and that's why I think.
That's why
I think they'll do it.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
they'll give
saying. You asked me who I want to win.
Who do you want to win?
Miz,
Who do you think's going to win?
Ziggler.
It's a heart and head there.
It is a little bit.
It's exactly the same as if you have Cena in a match where it's you've got to win or you got to quit. Oh, he's going to win then. Or it's
Sure, I booked that.
just they do these things all the time, and it's not always the case.
Sorry.
Like obviously Ric Flair quit, Shawn Michaels quit, but that was a bit different, and everybody kind of knew that was going that way. Ziggler, maybe we've just had the last few weeks have been a party to send him off because we've had a retrospective, we've had a bit of fun, we've had the Spirit Squad back. Maybe this is it, but I think Ziggler will win because I don't think WWE has balls to do anything different.
I think Ziggler will win, and I will cheer when he does. And then
I'm gonna.
And
that's
then-
the thing. Do you know what? I'm not gonna be disappointed either.
No,
way. It's gonna
I
be a
will
great
cheer
moment.
when he wins, but then SmackDown the week after, I won't give a fuck again.
Yep.
And that's unfortunately what I think
See,
might happen.
That's what I think. I think if Miz wins, we will give a fuck.
Yeah, I will.
Because he's gonna cut a fucking hell of a promo.
Yeah.
That's why I think there's better money.
Long term thing like that, for that moment, I will pop like anything when Dolph Ziggler wins it, but long
But
term,
the morning after,
Miz, and I love the Miz at the minute, so keep doing what you do.
the morning after the party, it's not a great feeling, is it?
Dunker's great, does it that?
No.
We need another match.
Hit us with another match.
Randall
What are you
Orton
doing with it?
versus Bray Wyatt.
What are they doing with it?
I didn't
don't
like.
get it.
I
mate.
didn't like this lock him in.
Put him in the fridge.
Put him in the fridge thing. Yeah, again a walking fridge.
Walking fridge. What's Randy Orton with a walking fridge?
There are always bits with Bray Wyatt that I'm really into. And that's why, aside from all the defeats, which is just every single match he's in, aside from that, there's always something to keep coming back to Bray Wyatt for, because there's always something. The whole angle was stupid, but as soon as you've got Bray Wyatt trapped in a room, and then suddenly he's talking to Sister Abigail, because Sister Abigail's the thing that everyone's waiting. Yeah, they're waiting for her to be cast, basically.
I hope they never do.
I do as well a little
I
bit.
hope like she's like Maris out of Frasier.
but-
It's a
Never
90s
see
reference.
You never
I
see
don't
it.
know how
You
to
never
react
see
to
her?
that.
There you go.
Or Vera from Jersey if you want to go for an 80s reference.
Sorry.
I don't anymore. I know what you're
Really
saying, but for me, like, I don't buy any of it. I don't. It's just the same. You can get that camera right in front of his face, and when you think about what he's saying and what he's doing, it's brilliant. It's really good, but it means nothing. I don't see the point in any of it anymore.
Because he doesn't back it up.
There's no backing up. There's nothing that actually comes of it. He's not that scary anymore. He hasn't got all his followers and his team and all that kind of stuff.
For me,
I don't care anymore.
it's
which is
a
bad.
very, very simple situation of plant and payoff, and I think they're trying to plant too much. Because really, yeah, you're bored now, but when that payoff comes, that's going to be very, very interesting. Because if they actually do something and do it well, either with Sister Abigail showing up, or she's not really there, but it's kind of alluded to with, I don't know, lights and shit, then that's suddenly mind-blowing.
That is, but I'm worried. Not worried, but I might have got to the point by then
It's got
that
too
I
far.
don't care, and I feel like at the moment, like when because you almost got that sort of thing, like saying there in the fridge or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and he was talking and all that, and then spoiler, he was gone. But I was like, nah, I didn't, I wasn't forced.
You
What
saw
are you
it
thinking
coming.
about?
But there's no relevance to it. I think
No,
that's the
none of
point.
it seems to mean anything. They're doing it because they're supposed to do that, and that's all like cool, spooky,
Yeah.
horror kind of stuff. And you put it all together, they're ticking all the right boxes. But when there's no, at the moment, there's no, I can't see anything, any point in it.
There's no grand scheme to it.
No, it's just
isolated moments,
Yeah, we'll
which are
put-
fun, but
that's what I'm
And
thinking.
there's
with
nothing
it.
at stake either as well. Like,
no.
Yeah, what happens whoever wins this match? There's no
Exactly,
stipulation. There's nothing to it, is there?
you know, there's another podcast out there that kind of says something about Bray Wyatt, which I really kind of believe in, is that people should be changed. There should be, just because Bray Wyatt hasn't got a title, there still should be stakes, and people should be changed from feuds with Bray Wyatt after it.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't seem to happen. There's no stakes. What was if Randy Orton loses? Well, do you know what?
Who gives a shit?
He's going to stand over him and go, and that's it. And he's going to talk about how he beat him, and then Randy Orton will just go, that's fine.
I'll go fight someone else next week.
Yeah. There's just no
There's
stakes at
nothing
all.
there.
Yeah, unless Bray finally wins. I think that does make a difference.
At any moment, they could do what you're saying, and they could like take it somewhere, and they can build something and do that. But they actually need to do that. We can't just
Yeah.
keep on going on this mishmash of like
And again,
cut scenes and spooky references and all that kind of shit, and not have it go anywhere.
It has to. And honestly, as much as I love talking smack, when Daniel Bryan just completely buries heels on that, I don't like it. I know that he's supposed to just be being himself, but he's got a job to promote the show as well. And so when he's talking about Bray Wyatt, and he's like, is he a magician? Because he disappeared from that room? No. Don't do that. Because you wouldn't do that to The Undertaker.
But that's the problem you'll have with Daniel Bryan for it, because he's not that kind of person. He's not got enough experience in this role of actually pushing other people and doing all that. He's got that kind of everyman, real life, I'm Bryan Danielson persona at the minute. And he's not gonna. I don't think he's skilled enough in the selling and the marketing of
and
a product.
I still
so he
think
can't do
talking
it.
back, there's no script for that. I still think they literally go, right,
They haven't
just
vetted what
go
he's
do
gonna
it,
say.
and he just goes,
Bit like this show.
yeah, a little bit. It's just all off the cuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Off the cuff. But yeah.
I wonder if people are slowly coming round to the fact that Daniel Bryan is at very, very best a B+ player.
I knew he'd do this.
I know he hates Daniel
Fucking
Bryan. What's
hates
going
him.
on with it? Be happy for
I-
the guy.
I don't-
He's having a
family.
kid. Oh my god.
I don't hate
He's
him.
vegan and everything.
I've got nothing against him. I just never saw him as a main eventer. And now,
Neither Triple H.
just-
What happened?
just naturally coming out in conversation, even you just said he doesn't have the mind for it. He's not got the
I don't think he's got the
character for
mind to be GM. I think he can still. I reckon he could
GM,
walk into
yeah.
WrestleMania main event tomorrow.
it.
He had
He's talking about
the mind
promotions
for,
and stuff.
in that square circle. He had the mind for that, and he had the.
So Zack Ryder.
Whoa.
Been there 10
Wow.
years.
Yeah, but.
You heard it here first. Zack Ryder, just as good as Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, because we all love the psychology of Zack Ryder matches.
Give him a
We
chance.
love them. We love them.
Tim is so hyped right now. You can tell.
Yes,
And I reckon he's going to stay hyped.
I think he is too. Okay, I'm bored of talking about that one now.
Who's going to win though?
Who's going to win? Randy Orton, because Bray Wyatt never wins.
You'd be a fool to bet on Bray Wyatt, wouldn't
He was.
you? Tim?
He has got a ridiculous, he's got low betting odds, hasn't he?
He must have.
Are you saying Randall as well?
I think Randall will win because otherwise, because he lost as well. He's done fuck all recently.
That's the twist.
Randall will win.
Right, I'm saying Bray because you'd be a fool.
There you go.
You're a fool, man. That's
Drink
my Bray
it.
Wyatt impression. There you go.
Oh,
It's
God.
done. It's in.
Nice.
I have to get at least one impression in per
And
podcast.
that's what you're getting today.
No, I could, at least one. I'm contracted to one,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean
You've fulfilled the quota now.
I fulfilled the quota.
Well, you
If I
never
want to
know.
do one now, it's for funsies.
Oh well.
Can you do Fonzie?
Hey.
Fonzie for funsies. Go on, Tim.
There we go.
We need to come up with an impression for him to do.
He's done Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt, man.
It was so short, and it sounds like Chris
I
Jericho.
thought it was Chris Jericho first. Say, I'll see you Sunday, Randy.
As Bray.
As Bray Wyatt.
I'll see you Sunday, man.
That wasn't even what I said.
Since when does Bray Wyatt say man anyway? I've never heard him say that.
Well, he's diversifying a little bit.
Okay, there you go. That's all you're getting.
He's just becoming Chris Jericho.
In my head, my Bray Wyatt is brilliant, but I'm not going to do anything.
Oh, I really want to hear it now.
No, I'm sorry. It's in my contract that I only do impressions.
I know that's what I'm thinking. That's your gimmick, isn't it?
That's my thing. I do have
Tim's
intellectual
gimmick
property
is
over that.
shits all over our dreams.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got a gimmick yet.
Yours is dropping F-bombs, I think. You drop
No,
the
it's
most
not.
F-bombs out of everyone.
I wouldn't do that. It probably is, to be fair.
It is.
Alright, I'm not going to do that anymore.
We'll find you a gimmick.
If you've got any good gimmicks that I could, jump on, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Next
match.
Shall we do the main event?
And final
No,
match.
chicks. You haven't talked about the women.
Ah!
Wait for it.
Oh shit, he's got more lined up. Scrolling.
I'm going to talk about the women's championship last. I'm going to be
That's
controversial.
Tim's main event. Okay, so it's the triple threat
Let's
match.
go for it.
16 times. Cena's going for it.
Wait for it. Let me announce it. Some people don't know the name. WWE Championship. It is.
WWE
World
World Championship.
Championship.
Sorry, God. AJ Styles versus John Cena versus Dean Ambrose in a triple threat.
I've liked all the build up to this.
Ah,
I liked
yeah, I've
all the
enjoyed it.
talking smack shit. I liked the SmackDown just gone where it was come out and say a few words and he kept cutting John Cena off and saying, I know what you're going to say, and then he said pretty much what he was going to say, and I liked all that kind of stuff. I think you got a good three strong characters. They're all different. They're all got their own sort of agenda for why they need to win this match, which I think is good.
But I think there is kind of a clear ranking to
Go on.
to the three, and Dean Ambrose is right at the bottom.
Well,
Unfortunately.
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I'd agree with that too. Yeah, it's all been good. This build up. I think I don't see him taking the belt off AJ.
I don't.
As much as they're pushing the Cena thing, the 16-time thing, I don't think they're pushing it enough to put the seed of doubt in your mind. Do you know what I'd love if Ric Flair showed up on SmackDown for the go home. And I love that because I think that would have doubted that little seed, planted that.
Form sentences, Jay.
Yes,
Well,
it would have
that seed
planted
of
that
doubt.
seed of doubt a little bit there. I'd like to see them play that up a little bit more.
You're describing it as doubt, so you're saying John Cena winning the 16th title would be a bad thing?
I think it's unlikely at this
I
stage.
think it's unlikely now. I feel like they're going to save that for later down the line.
But do you think it's a generally a bad thing? Because you're calling
No.
it doubt.
No, I mean, as in, you don't give someone AJ Styles the belt for him to lose it 2 months later.
Unless you want John Cena to be debatably the best wrestler in the world for the 16th championship. I've been trying to figure this out. This is part of the research I've been doing for this show. Trying to
We got
figure
up
out.
at 1:30, people. 1:30. But he has been
1:30.
working since he got up.
I've been trying to figure out how many world championships AJ Styles has won, and it's probably, I think it's like 7, 8, or 9 if you only include IWGP. Have I got that right?
WGP, TNA.
NWA, TNA, and WWE. But if you look at the number of titles he's won all over the world for different places, it's way more than 16 world champions. It's just how significantly.
Did you notice that they acknowledged TNA on Talking Smack?
Did they?
Yeah, Daniel Bryan said, when you were TNA champion. Renee went, the fuck are you doing talking about them?
Fucking bought that then, have they?
Well, interesting fact as well. AJ Styles has been in 1,434 matches in his career, including 230 pay-per-views.
That's good.
Where did you get that from?
Man, I've been doing my research, yo.
Sounds like bullshit.
Quote that
Come
source.
to me.
Quote that source.
It's on the Sportster website, thesportster.com.
That sounds legit.
It does. He said Wikipedia.
Guy in his basement.
Well, I don't know. It's got to be close. But I think that there's more relevance, there's more relevance to Cena versus AJ Styles as a World Championship match than I think a lot of people realise. Because AJ Styles has really quite seriously done it everywhere, and he's well up there with John Cena and possibly even Ric Flair if you dare to go that far. And it's kind of a shame now that this is the third match. AJ is currently 2-0 against Cena, so this is the third match. Why does Ambrose even have to be in it?
Because he was up there, wasn't he? He was still
Yeah.
the first pick for the show. He had the belt. He's as
They're
much as
letting
we've
him down
slagged
gently,
him
aren't
off.
they?
He's done all right in his last couple of matches.
Yeah.
And Ambrose is better in this role where he's kind of chasing it. He's kind of the underdog. He's better.
Yeah.
In this
And it
role, so-
means if he's in the match, AJ Styles doesn't pin John Cena to win it.
Yeah. Plus, what's Ambrose going to do if he wasn't in that?
Yeah.
What else would he be doing? So.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I
I'm
guess.
looking forward to the match. It'll
Yeah, it
be a
should
good
be an
match. There'll be
entertaining match.
a few things going on. Someone will go through a table. They'll all get the stuff in. It'll be good. And I think AJ Styles will leave still the world champion.
I think so too.
They'll get win. Cena will win the 16th title, but it won't be on No Mercy.
No, it'll be later down the line, I feel.
I'm afraid it'll be on one of the big four. That one.
I wouldn't have thought it would be in a triple threat match either.
And yeah, that's it.
As much as triple threats are the best.
Especially triple threat clubs and podcasts.
Oh god.
3 Sweet.
3 Sweet.
We've got one more match, Tim. The main event and your bloody iPad, apparently.
That's the way I'm calling it.
Go on.
So, Becky Lynch.
Straight fire. How
Straight
annoying,
fire.
how annoying is that?
Straight fire.
It's really annoying, isn't it?
Really annoying.
Stop doing it. Who told her that was a good idea? Shame.
No one. Shame. I
It's
don't
just
think.
bad. Stop
I
doing it.
don't think anyone told it was a good idea. I just think no one's actually told it's a bad idea yet.
It's like 'cause no one watches Becky Lynch matches. Don't even hate Becky Lynch. Quite like her. I'm just being yeah. Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss
For the women's champ.
for
SmackDown,
the
women's
SmackDown
championship.
Women's title.
That'd be alright.
It will.
Be alright. Becky's obviously a very competent wrestler. She'll probably. I think Alexa Bliss has got enough about her that
She's
she
having a
can
go.
be
Isn't
carried.
she?
Yeah, she's having a go. She can be carried.
Quite agile. She can do a few moves.
Yeah, she's got, and then she's good kind of in between moves as well with her movements and her expressions and
Yeah.
her verbal,
Yeah, I agree with that.
verbiage.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it'll be alright. This.
Do you reckon there'll be any shenanigans in this match or just a straight win? What do you think?
I reckon they'll just go straight.
Do you reckon?
Personally.
Yeah, straight win.
I think Bliss will obviously do heelish things. but-
Yeah, and there'll be a very long 2 count in there. But Becky will prevail
Becky will win.
with some straight fire, I believe.
And the disarmer.
Also, I'm going to predict Mauro Ranella is going to refer to her as Harley Quinn at least 17 times.
Probably. Everyone's buying that fucking Halloween costume, aren't they?
Oh god, I know.
Definitely reckon it's as straightforward as Becky's winning.
Yeah.
Absolutely no possibility that
She kicks ass.
Bliss will win.
You can say Tim right now, Alexa Bliss to win if you want.
Okay then, Alexa Bliss is going to win.
He's fucked in it.
He's lost this one.
So that's
No
it.
Mercy.
So that's no mercy.
Shit, I think there's quite a few things to look forward to on that. Should be a pretty good show for a SmackDown show.
Yeah. So
We will put our predictions up because we want to see who's going to win. Me. And then we'll put them up. You can put your predictions up there as well on the old Twitter feed. Put all your predictions up. And we will be back. We're not finishing now, I'm just saying. The next one, we'll probably talk about what happened at No Mercy and give a bit of a review show of it. We could even do it pretty soon after, really, couldn't we? What day could we do it? We'll do that soon after No Mercy.
Some point next week.
Yeah, some point
Yeah.
next week. So yeah, that's No Mercy.
So,
Break time?
yeah, do you want a break?
no, let's.
I need a piss.
All right, we're having a break. So when we come back, we'll talk a bit about Raw, maybe.
Let's talk about Raw. There's been all sorts going on.
We will do some Twitter questions.
Yeah, let's have a little check on the old Periscope. If you're on Periscope, send us some shit. Sorry for swearing, everyone.
Language. I'm gonna close the door so people can't see you. So yeah, if you're watching on Periscope right now, please send us some questions at 3 Threat Club on Twitter.
God, we're popular.
Yeah, we will be
So many
answering
people.
them very soon. Shout out to Maddie Sweden right now, who has tweeted us. styles can vary a lot in repeats.
That's what I tweeted, dude.
Yeah.
Don't read them out now because we'll do this as part of the
Yeah,
podcast.
you're going to be the first question. The very first question. Can I have a root beer?
Yes. There you go.
Thank you.
Periscope peeps, do you want to say anything? Send us some messages for a second because we're on a break, so I can talk to you. Is it just Maddie? Is it just Madeline that's watching right now? Is it just you? Who's
I
there?
am having a root beer, root beer, root beer. I am having a root beer.
Sponsored by Carter's Root Beer.
I'm so happy now.
For that taste of America.
USA.
Taste the liberty. Serve chilled. Drink responsibly. That's my American accent for you there?
Is that your American accent?
That's my American accent. I always try, when I try to do American, I think of a house. I try to be Gregory House.
Oh god.
Well, there is one person still watching.
I think it's probably Maddie, but she's not saying anything.
Thank you, Maddie. It's very, very appreciated.
Oh
What
god.
you do.
Does it say how you know if people are watching on YouTube? Watching, 0.
There we go.
You just told everyone.
We didn't know we're having a break. Add cards, I don't know what that
Bless you, I've got Carmella steam in me head now.
Moonwalking son of a gun.
We've got questions. I like it, man.
Have we?
Yeah, bro.
Boxes or briefs. Arsehole or...
But I don't know, how do we get the questions up? I don't get this bit.
How do I get airplane on?
I've got them all.
That is the question.
Because
Tweet.
Aisha's asked us a question as Madeline.
Should we get back into it then?
Yeah, bro, let's just fucking go for it. Yeah, so how do you find... Actually, sorry, just quickly. How do you find that, the questions coming up?
There's no notifications.
Is it? Oh, shit,
Troy,
yeah.
Troy likes the fact
There we go, thank you.
Troy's retweeted your tweet. Not me, Troy.
Cool. Who wants to read the questions out?
Me.
You.
Alright.
Okay.
Have you got them?
No, I haven't actually got it. Sorry.
Well, I've got them. I want to read them out.
Go on then, you read them.
I feel like I've got a better question asking voice.
A question asking voice?
I'm sure you just said Voisk as well.
Yeah,
and
voice.
I've had a route there, man.
How do you even find these questions?
It's on notifications
So,
on the Twitter page.
what, are we going to talk about
Oh,
Raw
yeah.
first, or are we going to do
Oh,
questions?
because I'm myself.
I feel like we talk about Raw first, and then we do Q&A at the end.
Oh shit! I don't. Why do you even want to talk about Raw?
Because what has stuff happened on
Yeah. Go on, hit it, bitch.
And a dreamer, in a man, don't know that.
What's that?
Sasha Banks' theme tune. That's exactly what I just did.
Yeah.
Right, ready?
The lyrics make no sense.
No,
As
but-
much as the tune's ace, the lyrics make
I
no
don't think
sense.
the tunes,
to it.
she just does that when she comes out on a minute.
It's I had a dream I didn't make it, so now I'm gonna brush it all away.
Is that what she says? And
Yeah.
then she goes like that.
If you take a fucking breath so I can start the podcast, we could be recording this stuff.
Why are you recording this shit?
Because we need to do a
Never
intro.
stop recording.
Intro.
It's easier. It's harder to edit if I don't.
Alright.
We're back. Hello.
We're back.
Podcast world.
We've had a short break. If you were watching on YouTube or Periscope, you got to see the.
You'll know the exact reason for that break.
You got to see Adam having a piss.
Piss and a root beer. Cha-ching.
So we said we were coming back because we were going to talk about Raw. Now, Tim doesn't want to talk about Raw.
Why don't you want to talk about Raw, Tim?
I'm just not. I'm just not that bothered about anything that's happened, really. Just
Should we
saying.
talk about it then?
Yeah,
Should we
let's-
go out? Because...
I'll
Do you know for this?
I'll join the conversation if you
Okay,
keep my
what
interest.
happened on Raw?
Only another momentous occasion.
Go on.
Sasha Banks, main event, winning the women's the women's title again.
Main event in Raw, her and Charlotte for the first time in 12 years, women main event in Raw.
That's not a main event the other week. When Sasha won it first time round.
One main event.
It wasn't the main event that night.
Was that not the main
No, they've
event?
made a big deal out of this. It was like since Trish and Lita main evented Raw,
I could have sworn the first match was the main event.
See, I know more about this.
and
than
you said
do.
you'd done your own work. Victory sit.
Okay. Did not know that. I legitimately thought this was the second main event.
Honest.
And of all the things that you said that were really interesting to talk about on Raw, you've gone straight to the main event because that was the only thing.
Now we're gonna have to shit all over the rest of it. We'll
Uh,
start with Sasha Banks because she's the new women's champ.
yeah, this is a good match.
Very good match.
Very good match. Considering how little time they had as well. Apparently they only had like 8 minutes or something.
Was it really?
Yeah, they really got their shit in.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Which I
going
think speaks for how good them two are, because to get that level of kind of epicness and get the
And
crowd
that was
behind in
without-
that short amount of time.
They had no Dana out there, which
Yeah,
I thought
no,
she was going to run out. I thought Bailey might have run out at some point. They didn't do any of that kind of stuff going on. It was just a straight fight, straight match. Charlotte pulled a corkscrew moonsault out.
Oh, which didn't land.
I reckon it landed just enough for me not to be sad.
The very fact that she did it was pretty
She
cool.
did a corkscrew moonsault.
It was epic.
Never seen her do that before. It was
And not,
mint.
it wasn't just a corkscrew moonsault. It was off the top rope to the floor.
To the floor.
That is pretty epic.
Props
and it
for
was,
that. So
it was
good.
also nice to see her pop right back up as well.
Oh, she was
Because when,
fine.
because when people lie down like that, there is, especially when it's an epic move like that, it doesn't land. You go, oh fucking hell, what's happened there? You
Yeah,
know,
she
like,
got it.
you
She
were-
got it.
but yeah, she popped right back up straight away. It was
So
just,
good. She didn't have to do that. That was we're main eventing Raw for the first time in 12 years, despite what some people may think. I'll pull this out my ass, and she did. It was brilliant. I think she's great. I'm gutted she lost because I think she's been absolutely brilliant.
She
Yeah,
is.
And a reaction when she lost, and she was like walking off, and she was watching it. Sasha hold the belt up on the big screen as she walked off. I was like, that's brilliant.
That's
It
someone
was
who
so good.
that's someone who understands what they're doing.
And she was talking to
And
herself,
understands
telling her
that.
it was hers and all that.
Everyone.
So good.
She's so in tune with herself right now.
Yeah, she's.
I find this is often the problem. It's what I said to you earlier when we had a bit of a watch back of some old. Was this an old Rumble we were watching?
yes.
Edge versus Jeff Hardy.
Edge versus-
And this is the one of the
Oh,
reasons
yeah.
why I never really connected with Edge was because his dramatic delivery was always overcooked. And I have that problem with a lot of people, but Charlotte's been
She's
spot
spot on,
on
isn't she?
recently.
She's fantastic.
And just like that, like again, Sasha winning it back, like the first time she won it, there was that kind of the journey and she got there and all that. But this was the kind of she's got it back again and all
And-
that kind. And again, there was that kind of she sold it really well. It was good.
Yeah,
it was really good
I
overall.
really liked the ending because Charlotte did the thing where she was in the back statement and rolled it over, but then Sasha's learned from
Yeah.
that and she reversed
Really
it
nice as
again.
well, wasn't it? How she
Yeah,
got
and
it back.
I love little bits like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, just told this story of Sasha's better for losing that first time
Yeah,
round
yeah.
because she's now wiser.
It was really good. Good
Yeah,
point.
it was fantastic. And Tim says nothing happened on Raw.
Okay, what was the other thing?
Tell you what, you will. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens this week on Raw were absolute gold. They were so good.
I don't understand why Ashton Kutcher was there.
That
I
was
don't
just-
get that
that's
bit.
just- That into promotional.
They're promoting.
They've got a new show on Netflix, haven't they?
Is it that
It's
centric
just
show?
like, yeah.
Right,
And
yeah.
Ashton Kutcher, I think, does watch a bit of wrestling anyway. I've heard him like talk
He's been
about.
in the audience before.
Yeah, I've heard him
seen
talk about it before. So they are like they do know a little bit, but yeah, it's just to promote the shit.
It's the second season of
The
this.
ranch is called.
It looks
Ranch.
like very homoerotic stupidity.
So we'll be right on that. They
Definitely.
were so good this week. They get better every week. They're so good. And I said a couple of weeks ago that New Day done the death of New Day. Who gives a shit about New Day? Really like New Day this week.
Yeah.
Really liked them this week. Putting them all on the list, and like Woods was laughing when the other two were getting put on the
I
list.
know that
And then
was
they
so
put
good.
Woods on the list, and then Kev said, put him on again. But that's twice. And I tell you what, Xavier Woods looks more scared of being put on that list than he did in the whole Bray Wyatt feud. And I was like, that's genuine. That's the stuff we want.
Xavier
was
Woods is
so
fantastic, though.
He's so good. Oh, no, I can't do it. And just everything there was, put him on the list. And just the way Chris Jericho holds a pen and a clipboard. I mean, he's gold. But Tim didn't like that.
Tim didn't like that.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just think in a podcast that we're mainly talking about a SmackDown pay-per-view.
You've got to talk about Raw. It's the main show. It's the flagship show.
Yeah.
We can't do a wrestling
The
podcast
juggernaut.
and not talk about Raw.
Yeah.
We've got to give them what they want, and that's talk
Right, so
of it. It's been Raw.
they were the two main things, I think. What else we got going on?
What did his own cast do?
Nothing. Not interested. They're dead.
Oh, they were, they were doing the Susan G. Coleman, certified G. Coleman thing or whatever. they did.
Certified G. Coleman did. Is that what they did?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. That's quite good.
It was alright. It was nice. It was nice enough.
So the next Raw one is the Hell in a Cell, which is going to be in a few weeks' time.
So
We will get to that. The only thing that we know is happening in a steel cell at the moment is Roman versus Rusev.
We called that in the last podcast.
I think we did actually.
yeah. So there's probably gonna be another Hell in a Cell match there.
Hmm.
I want it to be Sasha and Charlotte so bad.
Amen, brother.
So bad.
I really do.
I think the time is now.
Will Sasha die though? I'm a little bit scared for her.
No, because it'll.
She's
just,
off her head.
it'll-
She'll jump off that and land on her head.
They won't let her.
She'll do it anyway. She's the legit boss.
They wouldn't allow her to do it. It would be a total shit for Hell in a Cell match. If you don't really use the cell in a cell match,
I think they would.
no point.
Do you not think they'd use the cell?
I think they'd come up with some really
I think
inventive
they'd go
ways.
up.
I think they'd be so inventive with it, and I think that they'd absolutely.
Tear the house down.
They would absolutely. Again, put that on last.
Hashtag
Put that on last.
Yeah, maybe if they were to do the right things with it, but like you say, if they just turn it into, if it is a really creative thing, then fair enough. But for me, a cell match should be brutal, and if there's no colour in a cell match, then there's no point. I don't really like the idea of pay-per-view.
I don't like the idea of the pay-per-view. I agree with that. I don't see the point. I think the Hell in a Cell
No,
match
it's too
should be a
forced.
match,
It's
and
too
then that
forced.
appears once a year, a match.
Yeah, it
If
should
you
be
want
an
it.
absolute feud ending.
Yeah, it should be that.
If
There,
you needs it.
there shouldn't be a whole pay-per-view with 2 or 3 Hell in a Cell matches.
No,
That is
it's-
overkill. That is shit.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I remember TNA used to do a lockdown, which was all cage matches, and by the 6th one, you're like, oh, can we have something different now, please?
Yeah, I hope they don't do that.
But that'd be amazing. That would
It
be
would be
so
amazing.
amazing. Okay, anything else with Raw? Do we need to-
Not really. I mean, we'll get to Raw a little bit more for the next one. Probably.
Yeah.
We might
It'd
do
have been
that.
wrong not to talk about it though. Whatever Tim says.
Tim and his iPad.
I was just
Yeah.
expecting you to have more to say that I really.
Oh, it's our fault now.
I couldn't have seen coming. That's all.
No, there's only the main things that have happened. We've got a new women's champ. We've got to talk about that. Yeah, we've talked about everything we need to.
Yeah, no, that stuff I agree with. I was just thinking, what is it that you want to talk about beyond that, really? Because it's still just Raw. Sorry. Not meaning to be so negative, but you know,
that's fine. Are you still liking SmackDown more than Raw then?
I don't know. I'm a little bit in between now. This week's SmackDown was a bit flat for me.
I really like Weeks.
There
I
were
watched it all the way
few-
through. I actually watched it.
Maybe that's my problem. I need
Did
to
you just
watch
do
it
the
all the way
highlights?
through. I just watched the highlights. There were some cool things that happened.
Yeah.
And if you include Talking Smack in that as well,
See, I haven't watched that. Who were the guests on it?
Ziggler first and then AJ Styles.
Oh, so worth a watch then.
Yeah,
I'll go on.
nothing really, no really great revelations.
It's just a nice watch though, isn't it? Tom?
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's that.
Anything else we've got to talk about?
We need to do some questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got some
questions.
questions.
Sweet. Who's reading out the questions?
Everyone's looking at me.
Because you already said you were going to read out the questions.
That's
I
fair
was
enough,
just, I was just feeding you the.
You were feeding me more.
I
that
was,
way.
I was doing it for.
You were feeding me more. Okay. Yeah. So I think
You've got the best question asking voice, apparently.
I think I have. So I'm gonna put these to you two as well.
Well, yeah, that's how questions work.
You You're just gonna keep them to yourself because we need to record them for fucking posterity.
Okay. Alright, this is not a great start to my quiz show career, is it?
No, it's
really?
not. You don't.
I'm not going to get QI, am I? Not Stephen Fry's.
You can't even spell QI.
Go on.
Okay, so first question, which is off Aisha. For reasons we've stated before, I'm not going to mention your Twitter handle.
Go on.
Was Eddie the dad of Ray's child?
No, obviously not.
What's that?
Bit of a random question.
You don't remember this feud?
That's a really, really
Eddie
old
Guerrero?
feud.
Yeah, was Eddie the dad of Ray's child? Do you remember when they had the on
Dominic.
the ladder match? Dominic, yeah.
I
He had,
have a Pappy t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
was he the dad?
No.
Tim, no. Tim says no. Straight off.
I'll say no.
I'm going to say neither were.
Ooh.
I reckon it was Kane. Next question.
Okay. Next question from at
Madeline.
Sorry.
If Madeline, we're just talking to her. She's still watching us on Periscope right now.
At Maddie Sweden. Is that a Twitter handle?
Twiddle handle.
Twitter handle.
This is the voice of
This is the
reading
voice
question.
of questions. So wrestling, does it look the same all around the world, or is it differences between the countries?
I like how you read it exactly word for
Yeah.
word with the mistakes as well. You could
So-
have adjusted it a little bit.
Wrestling differs
It was
dif-
verbatim.
Wrestling differs wherever you're at. I think a prime example of that was the Cruiserweight Classic, which we recently enjoyed on the old WWE Network, where there was 32 competitors from I think 16 different countries from around the world, ranging from the UK to Germany to Chile to the Philippines, and you got to see lots of different styles. I mean, professional wrestling is the same to a certain degree. The be all and end all is the same thing, but there is a lot of different ways of doing it, of performing it. There are different styles, there are different actions, there are different characters, different performances, different move sets. And
Can I take a breath, Adam? Jesus.
No, don't go for it. I like it. Run for it.
So, and if you watch the Cruiserweight Classic, if you want to see a range of styles and a range of different viewpoints of professional wrestling, you will get to see 16 different countries provide their absolute best performers and demonstrate their skills and their styles to the best of their abilities. Thank you, good night.
Fucking hell.
That was good stuff.
I don't think I can be that answer.
Honestly,
What he said.
it's a question like that that really does make you think how kind of a cool thing professional wrestling is because of the variety of things.
There's
you
something
do.
for
Yeah.
everyone, isn't there? There was stuff in that Cruiserweight
Yeah.
Classic that we'd never seen before. And
Yeah.
we've been watching it for a while, and there was still stuff that we go, whoa, not seen that before. And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you look at like Zack Sabre Jr. and Jack Gallagher and some of the technical kind of stuff they
Yeah.
did, and the
You've got your
reversals
technical
and this.
submissions, high flying, you've got flips and kicks and grounding and pounding, all sorts going on.
And that's one of the best things, right? When you get those styles mixed together, and you see someone.
if you're not watching this live right now, the fucking
He's had a lot of
hand
fizzy
actions-
drinks today,
The
so...
hand actions that came along with that, then. What
I
are
was
you
trying to
doing?
burp on mine. So you get all those different styles coming together. Tim's lost it. You get all those different styles together, but you see someone like Grand Metalik as well, who's clearly, you see what he's picked from different styles as well, from different ways around
It's
the
a
world.
smorgasbord of wrestling styles.
Smorgasbord, fantastic word.
Suck on that.
Adam, you own that question, mate. I can't.
No, I feel like you did really well where you nearly swallowed your own tongue halfway through.
Okay, last question.
Not last question.
Yeah, it
There
is.
are two more.
Just read the fucking questions and I'll answer them.
Alright, so this one's from Maddie again. What's the history of wrestling? Who came up with the sport, and who's your favourite wrestlers?
One guy didn't like another guy, they wrestled, that's how it started.
And this is again really interesting. We may have to talk about this in the next podcast because I don't know. I want to
You
find
sure you
out.
want me to do some? Can I do some quick Wikipedia?
No, it will
No?
take forever. We're nearly done now. We don't want to go too long. But it's an interesting though. Wait, do either of you know anything about how professional wrestling started?
I
Obviously,
knew that
the
it-
idea makes sense.
It used to be a shoot, and then early
Oh, yeah,
1920s they actually decided as a wrestling association to actually make it a work because that would draw more people in. So it started out as a legitimate fight and sport, and competition between people. But I think when they weren't getting much attention and much views, people just used to show up. like the pay-per-view buys.
I've decided when I go through the edit of this podcast, I'm going to listen to the whole thing with a clicker and I'm going to count how many times you say, because I swear it's
I
into the
said
hundreds.
this. I said this when I edited it, and no one spotted it, and you don't even know how many I took out.
I'm not touching them. I want it to be natural and just completely conversational.
Can we have and at the end, like for next podcast, you can say there were so many.
I'll add that in. Yeah.
Do like a little counter.
Have you got one more
I'll
question?
like they do
There
on
are two more. Oh no, there's one more.
Well,
One more
the very
question,
one more
anyway.
was kind of linked into the last one. Who's your favourite wrestlers? It says both male and female, and why?
It says who the best wrestler and best female wrestler, best male and female.
Yeah, well, that's usually your favourite.
Oh, is it though?
Is it though? My favourite
Yeah.
wrestler of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Is he the best wrestler though?
Probably
Why
not,
not?
but he's my favourite wrestler of all time.
But the question is, best male wrestler and best female
I
wrestler.
can't answer that
And
because
why?
what is best? Best his own opinion and things like that.
Oh, okay, we'll have one then.
Well, yeah, have it. Yeah, think for yourself.
I'm the only one who's put anything forward so far, but yeah, I'll go with it.
You go first, and then
Stone
then
Cold
I'll follow.
Steve Austin is my favourite wrestler of all time. The best wrestler of all time is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels,
Okay, and why?
because he had absolutely everything. I'm talking about professional wrestler. He had the moves, the athleticism, the endurance, the looks. He had the personality, the charisma. He could talk, he could fight, he could brawl, he could fly, he could do technical shit. He made you enjoy wrestling and want to tune in to watch him. He made you laugh, he made you cry, he made you cheer, he made you boo. The kid had it all.
That's why he's called Mr. WrestleMania, I guess.
There you go.
That's the best.
What have you two got?
Best female as well.
Best female wrestler.
Difficult one.
Very
Honestly,
difficult
quite
because
recent,
I
would
I
imagine.
don't want to say that though because I always feel like on polls and things like that, whether it's for a wrestler, a TV show, a song, whatever it is, you always go with something a little bit more
Yeah,
recent
your
because it's
recent
fresh in
memory.
your mind.
Well, if
But
you,
I can't think of anybody who is better than Charlotte right now.
it's all a matter of context, though, because like you said, if you're going to go for Shawn Michaels, that's recent compared to Ric Flair. A lot of people would
I
say
never-
Ric Flair's the best
A lot of people would.
because at the time maybe he was.
Some of the same sort of things as what I've just said about Shawn Michaels, probably.
Yeah, but I would still probably say Shawn Michaels better than Ric Flair.
I think he is.
I think that would hurt some people's
I
feelings.
honestly
but
think he is.
Yeah, I think so. I
I
think
think
he
so.
took what Ric Flair did and just took it to
Women
another level.
wrestlers, you'd go with the 4 horsewomen at the minute,
I think Lita's probably
and then
up there.
probably Lita. I'm not interested in anybody else, despite how hot they are.
I mean, I haven't watched any, but going back in the day to like Fabulous Moolah and stuff like that, I imagine they probably put on some.
I reckon at the time.
They probably put on some clinics. But
for-
I've never gone back and actually watched that.
And you never will you?
No, I will. At some
Will
point.
you?
At some point.
You've got time on your
Right
hands.
on that tonight.
So you're saying Shawn Michaels best? Who's your favourite wrestler?
It's just some empty air on the podcast.
Yeah, for everyone there.
CM Punk because
Okay. Cos?
That's fair enough.
yeah, he was the one who got me really invested in. He brought me back to wrestling. Like we never stopped watching wrestling, but we've all had wilderness years where we've kind of drifted out of it.
Oh, yeah,
He was
definitely.
what brought me back into it, and I think he lit a fire that will never die.
There you go. Good answer. Tim?
Wait, so that's your favourite?
Yes.
Do you think Shawn Michaels is the best though? He's saying that.
Yeah, but I just debunked my own theory there, didn't I?
Well, I said Stone Cold's my favourite wrestler of all time.
Well,
and
you
then
can say
and then I just
favourite and
blew
best,
the
or you
Shawn
can-
Michaels trumpet,
Or you
Yeah,
can say
Shawn
they're the same.
Michaels.
It's up to you.
Shawn Michaels. Yeah, he's-
Okay, so who's your best and who do you think's who's your favourite and who do you think's the best female?
Favourite CM Punk. Alright, so favourite.
Some more dead air there.
These are hard. These are the hard
You've
decisions.
got to go with it. What's the first thing that comes into your head? That's your answer.
I'm going to say Charlotte for both. I know you don't want to say it because it's too recent, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody doing the thing. Like, you go back to Trish and Lita, and they weren't doing the things that Charlotte can do
No.
week in, week out.
I think
They could do it
Charlotte's
once. They could do it once in a while with the right opponent, but Charlotte's doing it with everyone.
realise that's quite a revelation we've come to there. We're possibly saying
We're watching the best women's wrestling ever.
not just the best wrestling, but we're saying that Charlotte's the best there's ever been.
I think she is though. I'm happy saying that.
I think so as well,
Yeah.
but it's kind of a surprise to me that we've just come to that conclusion. But that's a big deal. That.
Shit, can I just change my answer? I just realised something.
Go on.
Can I say my girlfriend Natalia?
Oh, have you seen what's happened to Natalia?
That's
She
what
had
happened.
two front teeth knocked out.
I know, I still love her, it's fine. She just whistled a bit when she talked.
That was better than the joke we thought about earlier. So, and broadcastable. So
Yes, so yeah, I love you, Natty.
there you go.
Oh, Christ.
Are we happy with that then? Tim,
Um,
calling it a day. You gonna drop anything on us?
Yeah, I'll drop all sorts of shit on you. Right, if you want to follow us, which you should, quite frankly, because we are awesome. You can follow us on Twitter at 3 Threat Club. You can follow us. It's YouTube at 3 Threat Club Podcast.
Yes, number 3 Threat Club.
If you search
Podcast.
Triple Threat Club, it does come up anyway. I tried it, did it happened earlier. Facebook, we're Triple Threat Club. Instagram, Triple Threat Club Podcast. And if you follow us on these things, we'll more than likely follow you right back, which is always nice. And that's that.
Okay, so we'll be back probably sometime next week to discuss No Mercy and possibly if there's any exciting things on Raw as well. So yeah, take it easy, everybody. See you next time.
3 Sweet.
Everybody say bye. We're still live.
Turn the fucking YouTube off.
We need to say bye, YouTube. We're going to say bye to Periscope too.
3 Sweet.
Post
Join the club.
show on Periscope.
Post show.
Post show
Talking
Periscope party.
shit.